Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, you know it doesn't work without you guys. So let's get open for business here. Let's wake up the football guys. Wake up, guys, wake up. There you go. Wake it up. You know, it's I've been having some problems this morning. I can't find my coffee mug, and I bet you Philly.500 snuck into my house last night and took it from me. So I got my travel cowboy one here. Man, I'm a creature of habit. I have to do the same things, or else it's just screwed up for me. So last night, thanks to everybody coming in last night for part of our live stream for the schedule release. It is out, and it's nice because now we have hope of the NFL season. We know that NFL facilities are beginning to put out guidelines on ways of reopening. It'll be reduced occupancy and things like that, still practicing social distancing. It's the new reality of the way things are going to be done. And also, too, there's a rookie 3-day mini camp that's going to be taking place soon, virtual reality. So we're starting to get the players together. We're starting to get them working out. And I'm happy to hear about the facilities open up because we have a lot of guys who we need to see the trainers or with the trainers. You know, we're talking about Van Der Esch and his neck. We really need to know how that thing's going and whether or not we may need to sign another linebacker. You know, you got Tyrone Crawford, who was on the telecast last night with Jerry Jones, who had both hips operated on. Now, you know, listening to Jerry Jones, he's still all in on Tyrone Crawford being here and things. So, you know, you got to make sure he's rehabbed. But quietly and under the radar, Connor Williams ended up having ACL surgery, I want to say about 12, 14 weeks ago, and we need to see where that thing is. I may be off on those dates, but, you know, he's supposed to be ready by training camp, but, you know, they need to do that rehab work. You know, it's one thing to work out on your own. It's still another when you have working out with the facility, so they need to get together and work on that stuff. Now, during our live stream, what I'm noticing is I've got all of these eagle cockroaches. Now understand this. I don't discriminate against you because you're a fan of the Eagles or anybody else. In fact, if you were to go to my workshop right now, the shot glass racks, starting on a Pittsburgh Steeler one, there's a New England one. I've done New Orleans. I've done 49ers. I've done Eagles. I've done Giants. I've done Redskins. I've even done Cleveland Browns. I'm surprised I did a Cleveland Brown one. And so it's not a matter of me, you know, hating other fans of other teams. But understand, when you come in this channel is not, I'm old, okay? I'm 54 years old. I'm not some little punk, greasy hair and all that, who has to say MF this, that, and the other, and we're here just to talk trashy stuff. That's not what this channel's about. If you come in here and have personal attacks against people, you're going to get blocked. That's just the way it is. You have a discussion, you want to talk about my team and stuff, yeah, okay, that's cool. But don't spam the same comment 50 million times, okay? Because it gets to be annoying. And we're not here, I'm too old to be annoyed. I'm the old guy who's saying, get off my lawn when I finally get some grass growing. Get off my lawn, you young whippersnapper, okay? So be cool. Be cool. And for Christ's sake, don't become obsessed with me and stalk me. Now, Philly.500, you know, I talk trash about the Eagles. I'll be the first one to say it. But you know what? During the course of the coronavirus, I hadn't been going after Philly.500. It was Philly.500 who keeps coming at me. And then you guys, oh, you just keep messing with Philly.500. Dude is coming after me. This dude is obsessed. I'm getting a restraining order against him. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about taking Joe Boo's head off. He's going after my son. He's constantly going off on me. Now, I go to bed last night. Now he's got strange things that are happening to him on his channel. Okay? I think it's the power of Joe Boo is going after him. I'm just saying that. I'm warning you, Philly. You don't know what you're messing with. You know, I got Joe Boo here, but I tell you what, sometimes I kind of step back and go, did that really happen? Did that really happen? I mean, how else do you explain the fact that I go to the Super Bowl, I want to get into First Take, right? I oversleep. I get there, the line is wrapped around the building and down the block. I'm just out front talking, looking at the line, shooting the video, and one of your great fans come up. This is in Houston. Hey, Mark Holmes, I watch you. So I start doing a video. And then a producer walks up and says, you guys come with me. Okay, so we go with them. We go to the side of the building where they're filming the opening. So here it is, Max, Molly, and Stephen A. Smith right there, right there. I show up at the last minute, and I get right there, opening of the show. But wait, there's more. How do you explain Stephen A. Smith going through there, high-fiving all of us Cowboy fans, hey, yeah, and all that, right? And Stephen A. high-fiving Joe Boo, and Joe Boo getting caught in his sleeve, and it looks like Stephen A.'s knocking out Joe Boo. I can't explain things, because I was like, did that really happen? So Philly, you might want to be careful what you do. Ask Victor Cruz. So I go to bed last night, and I wake up this morning, and I want you guys to hear this, because this was on my voicemail from last night.
Mark, it's me, Philly.500. Hey, you might want to talk to your boy. You guys may want to get out of this bet because your schedule is brutal. You guys are going to stink this year, like 500 at best. You guys might want to get out of this bet while you can. This Dallas still stinks.
Does that sound like he's whispering? I bet you he's in bed with his wife. Hey, Mark, it's Philly. It's Philly.500. You might want to get out of that bet. You know what it is? I know what it is. Because, see, I was betting him that he'd have to give up eggnog. And I think he's laying there in bed scared to death right now. Because as he looks at the Dallas Cowboys and he sees, oh my God, the Dallas Cowboys defense, we only scored 27 points all last year against them. 27 points against that defense. And now all of a sudden, they got Gerald McCoy. So they got Terry Poe. They got Clinton Dix. Those guys were all first round picks. Those guys were starters their whole careers. They got those guys on the defense. And we only scored 27 points last year. Only 27 in 2 games. 27 points against that defense. Oh my God. They got a ball hogging cornerback there. They got Diggs. Diggs. Oh my God. What am I going to do? I can't give up eggnog. I can't give up eggnog. Oh my God. What am I going to do? He can't sleep at night. He's going crazy. I'm scared what this fool might do. So, anyway, back to our Dallas Cowboys. The schedule. I like the way the schedule is because you don't have, other than San Francisco and Eagles, really back-to-back, really killer teams, at least as you look at it right now. You look at the season in quarters. And so when you look at the quarters, you have basically like a tough team, and then you have a couple of patsies and a mediocre team. So you look at this and say, okay, this is doable. And you look at it and not playing till week 5 anybody in your division. That gets you a chance to get your legs underneath you, to get basically the preseason, which is now the regular season, first couple of games, out of the way before you start really playing those games that are critical. So you got to like that. But one thing I'm not crazy about that I heard last night was D-Law. I'm old school. I believe your talk on the field should do your talking for you. Randy White didn't go out there and say, I'm the manster. I'm half man, I'm half monster. That's right, I'm half man, half monster. And everybody bow down to me because I'm half man, half monster. No. He went out there like he was a half man and half monster, and he was out there killing people. And people looked at it and said, look at that guy. He's a half man, half monster. He's a manster. That's what he did. That's what he did. Ed Too Tall Jones. You didn't hear him talking about, I'm too tall. He went out there and he was too tall and he was lighting quarterbacks up. Now, Hollywood had to say that's a little different. Hollywood did do a lot of talking, but Hollywood backed it up. So D-Law, immediately seeing the schedule last night, said, guess we gonna spoil the opening of that shiny new stadium in L.A. You know, we played New Orleans 2 years ago. He talked about punching New Orleans in the mouth. Said it's hard to be great when you get punched in the mouth. And that game, they actually did punch New Orleans in the mouth and came away with the victory. And that was incredible. But we've been having a lot more talk and a lot less punching in the mouth. I would rather D-Law did like his mama said. My mama said, let your actions on the field do your talking for you. See, this is the thing that bothers me, because these guys, these Dallas Cowboys, they wear that star. That star that these guys up here made America's team. These guys that went out there and earned it. These Dallas Cowboy players, I love them. But you haven't earned the right yet to be up there with those guys. You haven't earned the right to be up there trash talking at all. What I want to see is, I want to see you go out there and earn the right to be that guy. These Dallas Cowboys have a lot to prove. A lot to prove. They have the potential to be a great team, but they also have potential to fall flat on their face. Just because you're the Dallas Cowboys doesn't mean shit. What it means is everybody is coming week after week gunning for you. You're the rich kids that the poor kids hate. You're the ones that, hey, we want what the hell you got. And if we kick your ass, we'll get some of that shine. And I hope that these guys wake up and realize that they have not earned anything. If I was Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones, I'd take a star off of every one of those helmets when the season starts. You have to earn that star. I don't care if you've been on the team 10 years. I don't care if you're a rookie. All you guys got to earn your star. This ain't Camp Cupcake. This ain't we them boys. You're going to earn being we them boys. And that's the way I would run it from here on out. These guys have all the pieces they need once they get the quarterback signed to do damage. And it's time to do damage. All right, y'all. I got to get up in there and get working. I got a lot of work to do. Thank you guys for all the orders and stuff. What we're going to do tonight during our live stream, 9 o'clock Eastern, tonight we'll be pulling a name. Everybody who's super chatted in the last 3 days, what we're doing is, and we may do this on a regular basis, United Way has a bunch of players, NFL players, that they're using for raising money to help for coronavirus. And what they're doing is the prizes, some of the prizes are 30-minute virtual reality, whatever, with an NFL player. So if it's like, you have him show you how he cooks his favorite meal, or, shows you his closet with all the sneakers, or you can sit there and do a chip challenge, or whatever, you get 30 minutes of time one-on-one zooming in with NFL players. And so I'm helping my wife because she's like, I want to do a dry run with you and one of your fans so that way we can get out the bugs and make sure that we don't mess up with the NFL players. So we're doing that. So tonight I'll draw a person. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, we'll actually go through and do that. So I'm thinking in my mind some of the possibilities would be the winner, I will be painting your rack, give you a free rack. Autographing and signing and painting it and all that while we have a Zoom conversation on it. So you can tell me exactly what you want to get put on it. Or if you want me to do some cooking and show you how I cook something like that. And I was thinking if I can get some of the Pacquiao fire chips, that maybe we decide and say, okay, we're going to have a challenge, see if I can have a 30-minute conversation with you eating these chips without any water. Something like that. So we'll look forward to doing that. And it gives us something to look forward to tomorrow. So as always, friends, you know I'm going to be here. I will see you guys soon.